the Stony Sports Report. Good morning, Roll Gang.
And welcome on in to this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake.
That's right, the Weekday Wake and Bake, and we are back and better than ever with an episode of the Stony Sports Report as Binksy ejects the vape from the table. Brutality. I am one half of your Weekday Wake and Bake squad, Processor Sky, joined by my beautiful, one-of-a-kind co-host, Rachel.
Don't forget about Binksy.
And the little Binksy.
He's been making his appearance this week for sure. I think he's liking the attention on camera.
I think he is too.
He knows what time it is and where to be and how to set up for it.
Such a special little guest on the show. The little Binksy boy. And my beautiful Rachel. So fucking excited to be here with you guys and smoking up another joint.
Yeah, let's smoke.
Yeah, we are blessed to have a woke. We are blessed to have a smoke. Why don't you get this thing going officially, Rachel?
Yeah, so shout out to the sponsors of the show. We have the Oaksterdam University, the very first cannabis college, and an absolutely wonderful place to go. If you would like to go get and gain all of your cannabis knowledge, if you're looking to get into the very budding industry, you can use promo code Rolling Spoon for 10% off your tuition. Rolling Spoon is one word. And then, of course, the handy-dandy cannabis multi-tool, the Rolling Spoon, helps you seal the deal and roll a dime every single time.
Every single time. We got two great sponsors of the show. If this is your first time ever tuning into an episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake, we are your squad, Rachel and Processor Sky, breaking down some of the latest and greatest content on the interwebs, while we break down some of the latest and greatest pot that we have in the house. Okay. And we are going to smoke it while we play with the cat and read off the news. What's today's news theme?
So we have the Stony Sports Report. We are updating you on some of the latest and greatest in the sporting industry, or the sporting, what would you call it? Would you call it the sports industry?
Yeah, for sure. The sports world. Your latest and greatest in sports news here on today's episode of the show. And we also are bringing back one midweek mailbag question. We got a really good midweek mailbag question, so really wanted to answer it on the show today. But yeah, super excited to dive on in. If you guys are tuning in on all the streaming platforms, if you wouldn't mind taking a second to let us know what's your highlight reel play of the week. What have you been up to and balling out on? And we would absolutely love to share with the squad what your highlight reel play of the week is, as well as all of these international athletes. So, without further ado, what is the first story we got pumping today, Rachel?
The first story is coming out of the UFC world.
Oh, yeah.
The 39-year-old veteran is still adding tricks to his bag. Last weekend, Jared Cannonier set middleweight record for significant strikes, landing 241 in the
5-round bout.
The 5-round bout. Yeah. That's crazy. So 241 strikes in the last round itself?
No. In total. 5 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
that'd be impossible.
Shit, yeah. Because I didn't see the final round. I saw, like,
the
half of the first, the second, and the third. And then I had to go back to work.
Yeah,
so
but you saw some of them.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah,
it was a fucking bullying fest. So, Jared Cannonier, middleweight contender, he just fought for the championship not too long ago. 39 years old. He was the underdog going into this fight against the surging Italian stallion, Marvin Vittori. But, 39 years old and still adding tricks to his bag. The dude is completely and utterly ripped. And Jared Cannonier looks to be in some of the best shape of his career at 39 years old, breaking the all-time UFC middleweight record for strikes landed, which is fucking crazy.
Was he wasn't the one with all the tattoos, right?
No.
That's what I thought.
No, he's
he
a
dominated
rock.
the rounds that I saw. I will say, though, I was impressed just with the rounds that I saw of his opponent actually being able to withstand.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just as impressive to stay up for 241 strikes as it is to land them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Marvin Vettori ate 241 significant strikes. So that means it's not like taps. They don't count like a flick or a tap or a slap. These are significant strikes that Marvin Vettori is eating. I can't believe that he survived that.
Me neither. That was crazy.
Yeah, we were watching.
So he didn't get knocked out, right?
No, went to a 5th round decision. Jared Cannonier, 39-year-old UFC veteran, wins by unanimous decision after breaking the all-time record for significant strikes.
He did not look like a 39-year-old out there.
Mm-mm.
His body composition was absolutely impressive. Like, they were just so ripped and meaty, but like big and strong at the same time. Like a lot of the times when you see somebody that's like as meaty as them, like they're not necessarily that coordinated or athletic. Like they might have the ability to get jacked in the gym, but that sometimes doesn't correlate over to sports. For him, definitely looks like it did. Those were powerhouse punches, full power. It was like
really well placed.
Punched with a fucking cylinder brick wall. That's what it felt like. Looking at it.
Cylinder brick wall. I'm dead. But yeah, absolutely hype for the 39-year-old to, keep on learning.
Must feel good, yeah.
Yeah.
How old was his opponent?
Like 28.
Oh.
Like in the prime of his career.
Whoa.
Marvin Vettori is legit. Maybe 30, 31 or something like that, but somewhere in the prime of his career. And Jared Cannonier still in his prime, it seems. But
so you don't think that this was going to be like his retirement one?
I think he wants to try to go and challenge Izzy again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that someone he lost to?
He just lost to Israel Adesanya, and then this is his second really good fighter he's beaten in a row. So he's probably chomping at the bit for another title challenge. But, so fucking crazy. It's rare that you see a 39-year-old or even really a 35-year-old climbing up the ranks in the UFC. But Jared Cannonier's really only lost to the champion in recent past. So, I mean, fucking crazy shit from the UFC veteran Jared Cannonier, 39 years old, and still adding tricks to his bag. Mm-hmm. What's the next piece of cannabis sports news we got?
The next piece of cannabis, well, not necessarily cannabis, but...
No cannabis.
Yeah.
I fucked it up.
The next piece of Stony Sports Report comes out of the tennis world.
Oh, yeah.
So we got American tennis star Frances Tiafoe.
Oh, yeah.
Did I say it right?
Frances Tiafoe, yep.
Won his first ATP tournament, the Boss Open, at 25 years old.
Yeah.
So what's up with you?
Honestly,
You're
yeah.
25.
I'm not I don't play this sport. Like, I don't play this sport. They're fucking savages. They're playing out in... 100-degree weather right now. I'm not about it. But this has been a long time coming. For anyone who follows tennis, America has been fucked. Since losing Serena, we really haven't had any tennis stars except Serena. And now with Roger Federer retiring, Rafael Nadal getting old, we're kind of desperate for the next character to step in and take form.
Yeah.
Perfect time for American superstar Frances Tiafoe to really break out. Just an absolute grinder of a tennis player. So much fun to watch. Got a lot of weapons in his game, and
I remember watching him last year during, it was one of the Opens. It was the one on, I'm trying to remember what
on
court
clay.
it was on. I don't think it was on clay, though.
No?
Mm-mm.
Maybe the U.S. Open?
I think it might have just been the U.S. Open.
Yeah, because those are the ones that we have that play at the time.
Yeah, but I remember him, like, during that, like, becoming kind of like an American sweetheart. Like, people really started to root for him.
Yeah.
So.
No, he's really fucking good. We haven't had a really good men's tennis player from America for a long time.
But, I mean, how could you compete with the others that were around?
You can't.
Exactly.
And you still can't. I mean, if Novak Djokovic was playing in this tournament, I guarantee he's not beat Novak
Djokovic,
yet.
Nadal, all of them,
Yeah.
Federer, like, if they're
machines.
Yeah, they've been like the gods of tennis. You know. It's
So what do you think's going on? Why do you think that there's not? It's in all the sports right now. Like LeBron's getting old, and Tiger Woods retired, and Serena, and literally all the sports. Tom Brady. And there doesn't really seem to be too many superstars that are going to succeed them, you know?
I have two different, like, opinions on it. I think it could either be these are legitimately some of the greatest of all time that have ever stepped foot on the earth, and there's just never going to be someone that can compete. That type of route with it. Or there's the people kind of, like, respect where the greatest of all time have been, and, like, they don't, like, they're not going to be allowed to get up to that level just because,
they're
like,
scared a little.
Yeah, not just because they're scared, but because, like, people have such a fan base for those other ones. It's kind of hard. Like, you kind of need them to fully fall out of the equation and allow them to, like, really need a new star, a new person to love.
Yeah.
And that's when the next one comes. Or there's just an insane oversaturation of talent in these sports, but everyone's, like, just as good as each other's. There's not really necessarily the standouts.
Yeah.
You know? Like, training and everything. Like, these kids, most of them have been playing these sports their whole entire life.
So maybe they're all really good.
Exactly. Like, they might all just be that
But
good,
still,
and this is just as good as the human race can get.
Yeah. I don't know, though. You know, it's like, I feel like hard work is getting lost on us.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
what I was meaning.
nobody
like,
in today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody in today's generation works like Rafael Nadal. Like, it just doesn't happen. There's too much going on.
It's also because he can fully support financially having tennis courts in his backyard. How many different tennis professionals helping him train and stuff. Some of these people are just rookies.
He didn't grow up like that.
Well, that's very
Frances
true.
Tiafoe grew up like that. All the trainers, all the plays, all the tournaments.
That's what I mean. I think the people that we'll see really exceed, it's not going to be like these, like, come up stories. It's going to be the ones that have been nurtured since they were 3 years old. They were practically born with a tennis racket or basketball shoes on.
Yeah.
You know?
And on top of it, they're blessed. Like, I mean, Tiafoe is a fabulous athlete, really great player. And I'm really excited to get a champion back on the U.S. tennis roster. Like, it's got to be a major confidence booster for Frances Tiafoe moving forward into the next tournaments.
Well deserved. I like him as a player. I like his style too. His personality.
He's humble.
Yeah, his
He's very
personality
humble.
shows through. And I think if you're gonna be humble like that, you're gonna exceed a little bit farther than the people who are just super confident, or not necessarily just confident but cocky about it. You know?
Yeah.
People, you can definitely tell by their just personality.
Well, we
how
will
well
see.
The fans will really, yeah.
That's
We
for
will
sure.
see.
Yeah. There's a lot of cocky motherfuckers on the ATP, the tennis setup. But we have finished our Stony Sports Report. We have one last segment to go into. We're going to answer one midweek mailbag question we've got for the Roll Gangsters. But before we do that, how about the Oaksterdam University sponsor? We went to Oaksterdam together, kind of, gained our cannabis knowledge, and now we're both industry professionals. Isn't it great to have a place you can actually go and feel good about gaining legitimate cannabis knowledge?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Amsterdam is a great place for that. You can use promo code Rolling Spoon for 10% off of your tuition. Now that Rolling Spoon is one word, and it's a great way to boost your cannabis knowledge if you're looking to get into the industry or just to gain it for your own personal knowledge and use. You
Damn straight.
Always use the handy dandy rolling spool. The rolling spoon to roll a dime every single time.
Fuck yeah. We got Viros thriving in the chat. Absolutely love to see it. Good morning to Viros. Wish I can join you guys. You are absolutely joining us, and we love to sesh with you. And the homie Rob in the building.
Aww.
Gotta love to see the chat champ, the reigning chat champ, tuning into the show. Absolutely love the homie Rob. And we are about to dive face first into this mailbag question. So let's, before we close out the show, answer what the mailbag has to ask.
What was that show? Was it Blue's Clues that had like the mailbox and they wondered who it's from?
Oh yeah.
You just got a letter. Is
you
that
just
it?
got a letter.
You just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Or something like that, right?
Nobody could hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that just, my mind went on a weird track with that.
I like that.
Go back. Yeah, maybe you should play it every time.
I really, really like that idea.
Anyways,
we need a soundboard.
So moving into our midweek mailbag question, it is, how do you wind down after work? That's a great,
so we both do.
Great question, Samuel. How do you unwind after work?
We end work really late. I really like this question. I didn't write the Twitter handle of whoever asked it, but it was a little bit longer hand, basically saying like, I bud tend as well. We have a lot of other shit in common, but I really struggle to go to sleep after work. How do you unwind so that you can let go of the workday's stresses? And we both kind of, like, it might be a little, it might be a little easier for us because we get off in the middle of the night. Like, when we don't go to sleep immediately, we go to sleep at 3 a.m. So, like...
Yeah, that's the issue. It's like if we don't go to bed within, like, that 20-minute time period of coming back home, like, we're up for another 2 hours or so.
Yep.
I know definitely what I do when I come home is have a nice little smoke or something, like, to relax and try to unwind a bit.
Watch it pop on a little bit of your show.
Yeah.
Rachel's been binge watching the fuck out of Manifest.
I have been.
Which is a
god-awful
show.
It's not. It's really not. I remember trying to start it like a couple years ago or something, and I couldn't get through the first episode because I was like, what's going on? But then I actually wanted to commit to it because I was hearing such good things about it because the new season just came out. So I started it, and it's honestly good. It's got a very interesting storyline. Some of it's a little cheesy, but like it counteracts with the other badass stuff that happens in it. I think it's a really good show, and I haven't finished it yet. Probably by the end of the day, I'll have it finished when I get off. I get off work early today, so I have a few hours at home while you're still at work. So that's how I'm unwinding today. Probably not the best bet.
That is not how I'm unwinding.
Sometimes we go on a strip walk or something. We live fairly close to the strip, so we take advantage of that a lot of the times. And sometimes we'll go for a late night bite to eat at Cane's or something.
Completely naked.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not walking down the strip naked.
Strip walking.
Okay, I see what you did. No, we go to the Las Vegas Strip, and we do not strip. We just go get a bite to eat or just walk around and try to get the energy out a little bit. But that works. Whenever we go on a walk, I will come back, put my shoes off, walk right upstairs, and just knock out.
Yeah. It's a lot better than watching that dumbass Manifest. Gotta share your
dumbass shows.
Try it sometime, Roll Gang. Let us know what you think. Manifest, it's the fucking juice of the show, apparently. Got Callie 420 Love and Chelsea 420 Love. What's up? Sorry.
Did you finish answering the question?
What do they do to wind down?
No, what do you do?
I pop on an episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake and smoke one up with myself and my beautiful co-host. And then I go to sleep.
Your beautiful what?
Co-host. My beautiful co-host.
I'm not just your co-host.
I'm the co-host. Right now, you're just my co-host.
Rude.
Or are we dating right now, even?
24/7. You don't get to turn it on and off.
Anyways,
right. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. We appreciate it more than you know, and we love spending a bit of your morning with us. So,
we love spending a little bit of our morning with you.
Yeah, same way.
Spending your morning.
Whatever.
I love y'all, Roll Gang. Mwah.
Have a good one.
We will see you tomorrow for...
What day is tomorrow?
Cannot
News to Thursday.